Hey guys, welcome back and welcome to another reading, Virgo. This will be your reading for May 2022 for wherever you have Virgo in your chart. Thanks for your patience. So, yeah, let's pull one. Overall energy for May, for mid-May, we have the sun. Very appropriate. You know, so I don't know if I've ever told you guys this before, but doing your reading brings me a lot of pleasure, a lot of happiness. I don't want to play favorites, but I do have a soft spot for you guys, just because I think that there is something, you know, the meek will inherit the earth, and that's very much your energy. I think that this is not something that you guys have to work at. It's just the way you are, and I think that I like you guys a lot. So the sun card coming out in the overall energy for May, my personal feelings aside, so the sun card coming out is very, very positive, and I'm getting a lot of there are a lot of people that I think want to have sex with you. Look what just flew out. We got the Lovers and the Devil. Sex with you is amazing. Definitely. So there are definitely several people who think that sex with you is amazing. Could be a Capricorn. There are definitely people who think that sex with you would be amazing. Could be a Gemini. But it's not just about the sex, right? I think it's also the way that you're carrying yourself right now is very admirable. You're impeccable with your word. I think that you're choosing your words carefully. I think that your actions are matching up with your words, and I think that you've garnered a lot of respect for this. You have a good sense of right and wrong. Your work relationships, I think that there are some really beautiful things happening there. I think that people are really seeing your worth. People are really seeing your value. They think that the work that you're producing is top notch. It's like you're making good on a commitment. You guys are delivering. You are delivering results. That's for sure. What else is here? I do think that there are at least a couple people with whom I don't think that you're fighting with them. I think that you are done fighting with them. I just think that you are, it's not that you're above it or that you're too good for it. I think it's that you have tried. You have tried. And when you try in earnest and you give someone the benefit of the doubt, you hold space to really hear them out and take care of them, I think that you have earned the right to cut ties. And I think that's what some of you are doing here, and I think that that's the advice, is to do that as opposed to perpetuating any old arguments. King of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Nice. So I think the way that you decide how to respond to these situations is just that. These situations require a response from you. They don't require a reaction from you. Mum's the word. Yeah. I do think that you should definitely practice restraint. Don't allow anyone to provoke you. And I also think that you shouldn't perceive every little thing that is said or done as a personal attack. I do think that there are people who really do, as I said, they do see your efforts. They do see the amount of work that you're doing on a day-to-day basis. It's like they're becoming more informed about, they're becoming more knowledgeable about what actually goes into it, about what it takes to be you. And I think that that's something that you can try to explain to people. You can try to explain to people until you're blue in the face, but sorry, I think I'm shaking the camera. They may or may not necessarily understand, and it's not really your job to make them understand. I think that what matters to you more is the quality of work that you're producing and how quickly you can get things done this month. You're definitely very, very, very attractive. Very attractive, very, like there's a lot of sex appeal in the reading. Even if you don't feel this way personally, like there are at least a couple people who see you this way. For sure. I think that I just heard something about the body. I don't think that, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, Virgo. So I don't think that you should allow yourself to get caught up in, what's it called? What society perceives to be beautiful, what society perceives to be attractive. I think that beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and there are definitely a couple people out there who are they're beholden, for sure. One of them could be a Scorpio who really wants to give you something. Do not let them pull you into that mess. Some of you are just like, clumsy 'cause I'm falling in love. You got me tripping, stumbling. Shout out to Fergie. I love that song. That was definitely the jam back in the day. Where is this going? And to close, we got the 9 of Wands and the 4 of Swords. I like that. Let's take a look at these together, and I'll pull your oracles next. Hold on. All right, so definitely different vibe. Just want to give you a quick disclaimer. This reading is not just about you being beautiful, okay? There's a lot more that requires your attention. Starting off with the Sun card, I do think that you find yourself being the center of attention this month. I think that there's but I don't think that you're the center of attention in a superficial way. I think that there is something about your sense of direction, your sense of know-how, your can-do attitude, that it makes people want to come together with you. Now, I do think that, a Capricorn could be pretty prominent here. You guys could be dealing with one, and here it looks like, okay. We're gonna grab your oracles, and then we'll talk about what's here. Okay. This is your reading. Someone's name could start with a J, a K, or an L. So overall energy for May, we have the Sun. And I think this is all about you and I'm getting what you embody, what you represent. There's strong values here. There is conviction. There is confidence, and I think that you definitely light up a room. You light up a room. You light up a conversation. I think that people have come to know that there is something very infectious about your enthusiasm, infectious about your spirit. As we said, it's something that you embody, and there is this sense of integrity and constant weighing of good versus evil that you do, and I think that this guides you. This guides you this month, and it will be it will be what helps you avoid what looks like really pathetic attempts to kill your self-esteem, to kill your confidence, to throw stones in your path, or to create obstacles for you. It's nothing that you haven't seen, and it's nothing that you aren't it's not enough. Now, there are some things, just to talk about that weighing of good versus evil. There are some things that you, yes, really do need to think about, and I think it has something to do with priorities. Is XYZ a priority, if it's a person, if it's whatever it could be. I just think that whatever this situation that you need to get to the bottom of, that you need to sort out as soon as possible, it involves your responsibilities. And I think that maybe your responsibilities have been in conflict with a lifestyle that you want to live or want to have, whatever that looks like. An opportunity at evolution comes this month quickly, but it's one that you must be willing to go through, one that you must be willing to endure. And I think that you will find that it's worth it if you do stay the course, because it will have a very quick and positive effect on your money and a very positive effect on your self-esteem. I don't think that any attacks coming your way are really having a lasting effect, just because I think that you're kind of observing them from the outside, like there's like third person energy here. As I said, it's like it's almost like it's you, the person, and then the criticism in the room, but you don't absorb it. So your self-esteem doesn't really take a hit. But I do think that this change that you're going to make is only going to, it ain't tricking if you got it. There's something here about you really wanting to push through this month, really go the extra mile. And I think that's true to form for you. And I think that there are some causes that you think are worth fighting for, and they require, they're like, I won't say that they require, I think that what you're finding is that you are being quite vulnerable. And I think that's what bravery looks like. That's what bravery feels like. When you put your life on the risk. And that's quite extreme, I know. It's when you put your life on the risk and it's for a cause worth fighting for, or that you perceive to be worth fighting for. And it's not just your literal life. It could also it could be your social life, or the things that you that are a part of life that you must, or that your body needs, that your spirit needs to sustain itself, to keep going. You forego even those most basic needs because they end up feeling like pleasures, just because you have a duty that you feel you must fulfill first. Your two oracles that came out are authority and speculation. I hope you guys don't mind. I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind that I put down in words. I love that song. This Is Your Song. Elton John. Check that out. So the first one that came out here is Mars in Aquarius, authority. Let's read that one first. That sounds serious. Okay. Authority. As it pertains to an event, ambitious moves requiring great self-control, being in a position of power over less reliable people, a lonely job with great responsibility, seeking help from someone in a position of authority. So you may find yourself in one of these situations this month. And the personal meaning behind this card are: those people with Mars in Capricorn have great energy when it is channeled into professional ambitions and have a strong desire for recognition and status. The actions of Mars Capricorn people are always well considered and decisive, not given to rushing into things willy-nilly. Their energies are rarely wasted on impulsive and costly mistakes. They show initiative and the executive ability that makes practical achievements possible. This placing of Mars gives undoubted potential for constructive and energetic leadership in whichever field Mars Capricorn people make their own. The negative side of this card can manifest as a power at all costs attitude, where career and ambition are concerned. In such situations, Mars Capricornians have little care for those pushed aside in their own drive for achievement. However, this attitude rarely results in the kind of recognition that Mars Capricorn types find important for fulfillment. Fortunately, the fiery planet Mars is usually tempered in the sign of Capricorn, and power is applied with a great deal of common sense and control, which manifests as responsible action. Wow. We totally said that. We said that. Okay, so this is just describing the card. This king is holding the symbols of authority and power. The orb with the globe topped by a cross represents traditionally the church's power over the world. Here the cross is the equal-sided cross of earth. The power of the material world challenges the spiritual. Wow, that is really cool. And then the next card you have here is speculation, and that is Jupiter in Cancer. This deck is pretty cool. This is the Radiant Sun Oracle. You guys should totally check. Look at the book. Like, it's just good energy. So, where is this? Where is this card? Okay. Okay. Scorpio, Cancer. Stand by. Thanks for your patience. Okay. So, speculation. This is the one I think you've been... This is the one I think you've been waiting for. Or are you? Okay. So the personal meanings behind this card. In order to expand and develop their lives, people with Jupiter in Cancer feel a need to keep and develop their strong sense of family, roots, and traditions. This desire to be around and care for others may spread into work for the community at large, which may be seen as an extension of the family. Jupiter Cancerians also benefit from exploring their talent for historical research or for expanding their understanding of the past. The early family upbringing of people with the Jupiter-Cancer combination has usually been supportive and comfortable, and so they try to pass these qualities onto those surrounding them. If not inheritors of material possessions, they certainly inherit strong family traditions, and most usually both. Often people with Jupiter in Cancer receive a family inheritance that may become the basis for establishing a family business. People with this planet sign combination usually have an excellent feeling for acquiring property and for improving its value once in their ownership. Their own home may at some time be used for gatherings of a religious, philosophical, or educational nature. When this card is drawn during a reading, it encourages the questioner to look to his or her family for support and even financial help with regard to the question asked. The speculation card is also a good indication of a successful outcome to an imminent property deal. Ooh, a legal situation involving the home could be happening this month. Running a family business from home, exploiting an inheritance to the benefit of the family. What y'all got going on? What do you have going on? So over here we have the Virgo card coming out. I think this definitely resonated for quite a few of you. The letters Y and Z. You could be dealing with a Pisces. April. Haters. Yeah. Admiration. Yeah. January. Cancer. You're just too good to be true. Infatuation. Yeah. This is your read. Thanks so much for being here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.